at 680 and 250. They're all set. Race 1, Rose Hill. Here's Ian.
Box. It'll be disconnected after the first for sure and certain, and they're racing in the opening event of the day. And Arletty actually first to leave. Rose of Danehill jumped out well, and so did All the Rave. Amber not far back, and the same can be said as they settle into stride for Palia, then La Lolo, and making ground as they settle. Greeting followed closely by Snar Dame. A length and a half to send Giggy Beach, and then comes Prairie Something Special, and last of all in a compact field, Camino Rose. Onto the first corner at the 1,000, and Greeting whizzed across to lead by 2 lengths. Rose of Danehill. Palia is in third position, moving up wide out, and Arletty back to fourth. La Lolo wide fifth, then All the Rave. Amber the inside of Something Special. A length further back, Snar Dame, Send Giggy Beach Prairie, and Camino Rose whips them in. 700 out on the Queen of the Turf, and Palia upsides tackling. Greeting for the lead. A length to La Lolo out off the track. Third, Rose of Danehill is being given every chance by Damien Oliver in the middle. Arletty locked away on the inside of Rose of Danehill. Then All the Rave, Something Special, followed by Prairie, Snar Dame, Amber, Send Giggy Beach, and Camino Rose to the outsiders last as they straighten up. Greeting and Palia. A length clear. Rose of Danehill can't get out. Keeping her locked away, La Lolo. Here's the run coming for Arletty, and Something Special joining in, and likewise Camino Rose. Greeting and Arletty. Arletty hits the front. Camino Rose on the outside. Something Special is next, but it's Arletty the leader. Greeting battling on well, but Arletty's going to be too good on the Queen of the Turf, and Arletty a half length to Greeting. Third, Camino Rose, then Palia with Amber and Send Giggy Beach. Further away in the field, Prairie Something Special. Rose of Danehill disappointed, followed by All the Rave, Snar Dame, and last in was La Lolo. Well, that's a good trick. The STC have put a speaker right alongside our broadcasting box, poking down into the saddling enclosure. For what reason, I wouldn't know, but it's hard enough to call races without having a speaker blaring down your throat. I can't believe that a public address man would do that. Anyway, after the first event of the day, there might be a snip here and a snip there. The winner of the first is number 1, and that is Arletty, ridden by Shane Dye, who's paid $6.10 and $2.20, $6.10 and $2.20. Number 6 is second. That is Greeting, ridden by D. Gouchy. I'll speak a bit louder. $3.50. And number 5 in the third spot, Camino Rose, ridden by Craig Carmody at $2.10. The Quinella has paid $41.70, $41.70. The Exacta at $68.40, $68.40. And the trifecta is to follow. She had a lovely run. Back is the favourite, Burning Embers. In goes Burning Embers. And we're ready for the TAB plate, 2,000 metres, and they're off and racing. And the early leader is Duendy from Magical Path and Touristic. Wider on the track is the favourite, Burning Embers, from Cy Beale and Lieutenant Austin. 2 lengths to Monica, and a length further back, Mystery Card. At the end of 300 metres, and Magical Path runs to the lead. About a length or so on Touristic. Duendy third, followed by Lieutenant Austin. Burning Embers can't get anywhere near the rails. 1.5 to Cy Beale, Monica being second last, and Mystery Card is the trailer. And about 8 lengths off the lead, occupied by Magical Path as they work to the back of the track. And Burning Embers allowed rain by Damien Oliver. He was trapped in no man's land, and Burning Embers hits the front down the back straight. And 1,300 to go. Burning Embers opens up a length and 3/4 Magical Path. 2 lengths away, third is Duendy. Touristic on the outside as the speed slows, and then Lieutenant Austin starting to pull and reef, followed by Cy Beale on its inside. Monica second last, and a length the Mystery Card. Burning Embers and Damien Oliver's allowed to dictate terms to suit himself now, and going to the 1,000 metres. Burning Embers about 3/4 of a length clear on Magical Path. Duendy third, Touristic fourth. A couple of lengths further back in the field is Cy Beale inside of Lieutenant Austin, 2 to Monica, and ahead to Mystery Card. Onto the side of the track they go, nearing the 800 in the inaugural running of the TAB plate. And Burning Embers, the short price favourite, making play. About a length clear on Magical Path. The inside is Duendy, and then comes Touristic, Lieutenant Austin, Cy Beale and Monica, and still last is Mystery Card. 600 metres left to go. There's still no change in the order, and Burning Embers from Anguston in South Australia leading the way. About a length and a quarter on Magical Path. Touristic on the fence is Duendy. Lieutenant Austin wider out from Cy Beale, Monica and Mystery Card. In the straight, 300 to go, and the leader Burning Embers as Damien Oliver goes full bore on her. Burning Embers a length and a half. Touristic, Magical Path, Duendy and Cy Beale at the 150, and Burning Embers shifting off the track, but is more than a length. Magical Path, Duendy Duendi, and then comes Touristic on the outside, but it's all the favourite, Burning Embers. Burning Embers beat Magical Path and Duendi from Sybeal, Touristic, Monica, Mystery Card, and Lieutenant Austin was last. Number 1, the winner, Burning Embers, written by Damien Oliver, has paid $1.80 and $1.10. 180-110, beating 5 and 2, Magical Path, $2.30. And number 2, Duendi, will return a dividend of $1.60.
On the Super Tab, number 1, Burning Embers, 160-110. Number 5, Magical Path at 280, 2/3 Duendi at $1.50.
Brian Pollock Motors, Canberra's #1 Ford dealership, are proud sponsors of Triple S and the Late Mail. Renowned as one of your best bets yet, they're #1 in customer satisfaction, reliable service and expert advice. If you're looking for a new Ford, you'll find what you want at Brian Pollock Ford. Their used car division, located in Devine Court Phillip, has over 100 quality used vehicles to choose from and is an NRMA approved dealer. Take the punt out of your next new or used car purchase and talk to Brian Pollock Motors, 62815722, or call in at the corner of Hindmarsh and Melrose Drive, Phillip.
And it's time for the local late mail for Queanbeyan today. Good afternoon, Michael Heath.
Yes, good afternoon, Malin. Good afternoon, everyone. Well, there's certainly a good 6th-event card on today's program.
And the last event, race 7 at 8:27. Now, totes for Brisbane. On the second, where the winner was 5, Charbon, paid 14 even the win and $5.50 for the place. 9 was second, Angel of Darkness, $1.40. No third for number 6, which was Platinum Asset. I'm just waiting for the Quinella and Trifecta there. The scratchings were 1, 2, 8, 10 and 11 on the second race from Doomben. Now they're moving in well at Sydney. We'll bring you that Quinella and Trifecta for Brisbane as soon as we get them.
Of 21.80. Ildon Stablemate won the previous. Burning Embers, number 1, Damien Oliver, beat 5, Magical Path and 2, Duendi. And 1, Arletti Shane Dye won the first, beat 6, Greeting, and 5 was third, Camino Rose. Now Northern Drake to move forward to here, 2:30 now and 1:30. Northern Drake, Rosalind's Doctor, and the other one out behind the line is Ildon. Northern Drake, not all that keen to go up, and attendants clustered round the favourite, who gets his head and neck into the stalls. He's a halfway there, and the gatemen do the trick again. The favourite is safely locked away. Mick Dittman about to come up on Rosalind's Doctor. Before that, though, it'll be Ildon and Stephen King. No worries, Ildon walks in like a lamb, and Rosalind's Doctor should do the same, does so. And we're all ready for action in the Perrier Tulloch race 3 here at Rosehill Gardens on Slipper Day. 2000, the Hero's Return, won the race last year, Darren Beatman. They'll soon be off, and there they go in the Tulloch Perrier, and Adam easily won the start, going up quickly high grade with Prince Stand Down, and then Darcy Dancer, Masterful Lad, very deep as Dodge. A length to Ildon, 2 to the favourite Northern Drake, and then comes Goodwood, Expect a Star, Tri Cove, Rosalind's Doctor, and the last pair are Spying, who's travelling around the outside of well back on the run Pyramid Park as they travel 400 metres, and Adam races away with a lead of nearly 3 lengths on the Victorian Prince Stand Down, 2.5 to 3 lengths the New Zealander High Grade. Then Dodge as they string out from Masterful Lad, Darcy Dancer, 3 lengths into Ildon, 3/4 then to Northern Drake, followed at the head of the others by Goodwood. A length to Rosalind's Doctor and Expect a Start, 2 to Tricove, a length Pyramid Park and a length to Spying. Well, Adam's got a huge lead going down the back past the 1200 metres, opens up the best part of 8 lengths now on Prince Stand Down, a length and a half away. Third is High Grade inside of Dodge, 2.5 to Masterful Lad and Darcy Dancer, 3 lengths to Ildon, travelling around the favourite Northern Drake, and 2 lengths to Goodwood. They're strung out like Brown's cows. Then Expect a Star, Rosalind's Doctor, and a good margin Tri-Cove. Pyramid Park second last, and Absolute is Spying. Well, Adam giving supporters a great sight, and down to the 700 he goes. He must be 8 lengths on Prince Stand Down. 4 or 5 to High Grade, a length to Dodge, 3 Masterful Lad, Darcy Dancer, Northern Drake spotting this leader a minute, and then Ildon, 3 lengths to Goodwood, followed by Expect a Star. Rosalind's Rosalind's Doctor spying, and Tricove and Pyramid Park are the last pair as they wheel for home. And Adam for Johnny Powell set sail for the run of the judge. 4 lengths clear on high grade. Prince Stand Down. Dodge is making leeway, and so too is Northern Drake. Cooksley pulls the favourite out into the centre of the track, and he's coming with giant strides. 200 to go, and Adam taking fairy-like steps. Northern Drake claimed it. Dodge trying to go with Northern Drake, but not a hope in Hades at the moment, and Northern Drake is coming away from Dodge. Adam will cling on for third, but Northern Drake wins again. Dodge second and Adam third, and then came Ildon, followed by Prince Stand Down, high grade spying Goodwood. About 3 or 4 Masterful Lad, and then Pyramid Park, Expect to Start, Tricove, Rosalind's Doctor, and last in was Darcy Dancer. Number 1, the winner, Northern Drake, ridden by Grant Cooksley, has returned 240 and 140. Gee, didn't Adam give those that were on a sight? Number 6, Dodge, ridden by El Cassidy, has run second, 250, and number 5 in the third spot, Adam, and Adam has returned 370. Those will be the numbers. In fact, there they go now, 1, 6 and 5.
On Super Tab, number 1, Northern Drake, 261.50, 6 Dodge, $2.30, 5 Adam, $3.90.
Colnura for the Domeland Proprietary Limited Syndicate. A Brown Coal 3, 8 starts, 5 wins in a second, and he might well start in the Derby next week. And if he does, by gee, I reckon he'll be competitive. Grant Cooksley aboard for, of course, the Domeland. Grant, the main rider for Domeland. Northern Drake is the winner. Number 6 is second. Dodge by Kenny Ladd from Damsel, a very honest colt, a 3-year-old chestnut. John Hawkes, Larry Cassidy. And number 5, Adam, is by Rubiton from Heidi Ho, a Bay Colt 3. Ray Brock at Newcastle, John Powell. The official 4th was number 4, Ildon, getting home pretty well. The Quinella in NSW was $9.20. He exacted to come, and the trifecta's $124.50. They've run 201.32. 201.32, that's just a tick outside Durbridge's race record of 2 minutes .30, and they've run 34.52, 35.52, 35.52, and the exactor has returned $14.50. So punters reasonably on target here, with Arletty well backed, winning the first at a tick over 5s on the tote. The even money Pop, although she was a little shorter with bookies, at 5 to 4 on. Burning Embers winning the second, and now at around about the 13 to 8 mark. The favourite winning the third, Northern Drake, by a half a length, with 1 3/4 second and third a half, 1 3/4. Rodney, what's happening in Adelaide?
All right, just to recheck on
1 Kensington Palace, 280-160, 2 Champagne, 350-160. She's been very heavily backed on track, Champagne, and a short time ago she was equal favourite with Kensington Palace. Previous Northern Drake won well. Number 1, G. Cooksley, beat 6 Dodge and 5 Adam. The second to 1 Burning Embers, D. Oliver, beat 5 Magical Path and 2 Duendi. And 1 Arletty RS Die took the first from 6 Greeting, and 5 Camino Rose ran the third. This race over 2,000, and here's For the Moment moving up into her stall, which is gate number 12. There are no scratchings. 12 facing the starter. Dan Endry, Darren Beedman won it 12 months ago. They're all set now. The Ansett Australia. 400 metres to the first corner here. And they're racing away in a very good line too. County Miss, one of the early leaders, only a lady going smartly. Champagne right up there, and so too is Nova Nadeem with Zashaline gliding light on air. And For the Moment out very, very wide, followed by Bonanova as County Miss goes back on the inside. Kensington Palace 3 deep, Massawa next to last, and Platonic is the tail ender. They complete 400 metres, and it looks like For the Moment wants to lead. And as they swing round the first corner, For the Moment hits the front from Gliding Light. Travelling third is Zashaline, a length and a half to On Air, a length to Only a Lady, 1 Nova Nadeem. Champagne got back a little on the inside from Bonanova, and then Kensington Palace, Massawa, County Miss, and 2 lengths Platonic as they race down the back in the direction of the 1200. And For the Moment leads the way 3/4 to a length on Gliding Light, a length and a half to Zashaline. The jockey's lost the white cloth part of his cap, about 3/4 to On Air without cover at the moment, followed closely as the speed slows by Only a Lady, then Nova Nadeem. Diem. Oliver taking off now on Kensington Palace when the speed really slackened off. Champagne getting shuffled right back on the inside of Bonanova. Platonic wide Massa with the middle, and County misses last as they race to the side at the 800 marker. And for the moment shows the way, about 3/4 of a length or so, in Kensington Palace racing to second. Gliding Light third, 2 to On Air, followed closely by Nova Nadia moving forward, then Only a Lady. Locked up is Asheline, a length further back in the field is Bonanova. Followed on the inside next by Champagne, in need of luck. 2.5 lengths further away on the outside is Platonic. Second last Masur, and County misses last as they round the corner. 400 to go, and for the moment getting off the fence, leads about 2 lengths. Second posse is On Air. Kensington Palace dropped off. Champagne's into the clear. She's running home with Only a Lady. On Air got to for the moment, but here's Champagne gobbling them up. Champagne is out after On Air. On Air joined by Champagne. The New Zealand filly Champagne poked her nose in front, and she got there. Champagne a half head to On Air. Third was for the moment. Fourth Only a Lady, then Kensington Palace. Followed home by Massawa, a break on the outside. Platonic, Bonanova, Gliding Light, and then Nova Nadia, and the last two, County Miss and Zashaline. A great finish, but Champagne too good. 3s into 2s. They knew what they were doing there. And on the New South Wales tote, 9 to 4 at 3:20 and 1:50. She's won at a half head from number 4, On Air, ridden by John Marshall, at 2:40. And third for the moment, ridden by Larry Cassidy, has paid $5.30. Quinella in New South Wales, $15.90. Champagne, Greg Childs for New Zealand trainer Laurie Laxon, by Zabeel from Le Quiz. Bred by Mr. and Mrs. Patrick Hogan, raced by R.A. Emery, a Bay filly 3, 10 starts, 6 wins, a second and a third. Beating On Air, who's by My Preferido from Kauru Flight, a 3-year-old Bay filly, bred by the Wakanui Stud Limited, trained by Anthony Cummings and John Marshall aboard. And Zabeel sired the third horse for the moment, a Bay filly 3 out of Miss Elliott, Gay Waterhouse, Larry Cassidy, bred by Shorncliffe Proprietary Limited. The fourth was number 3, Only a Lady, and Kensington Palace. Well, when the speed slowed, it didn't suit Damien Oliver. He shot her around the outside to sit second, but she was found wanting over the concluding stages. Great win by Champagne, dogged performance, and, well, she certainly got the wood on Kensington Palace after the event today, despite the fact that probably Oliver didn't want to go up as quickly as he did.
On the Super Tab, number 2, Champagne, 3 even 140, 4 On Air 290, and 9 for the moment 750.
Time was 2:02.47, 2:02.47. They slipped home pretty well. The last 600 in 34.23, and the winning margin was a short head with 2 lengths between second and third. A short head by 2. A thrilling finish to the Ansett Australia Stakes.
Third, Cheltenham, number.
And on Super... Let's join Ian at Rose Hill for his call of the Mercedes Classic.
Now, in the Mercedes Classic, we've got Moss Downs to come forward. Might and Power's always been a red-hot favourite. And Delinquent to move in with Moss Downs and Vitronite. As we were saying earlier, 12 months ago, they just replayed the latter stages of this race when Octagonal beat Arcadia in a thriller, a real head bobber. Now, Vitronite walking forward, and Delinquent. He's been doing well of late, Delinquent, on target seemingly for the Sydney Cup as well. And he's in, so they're ready. Field of 7, the 1998 Mercedes Classic And they're racing. Gull Guru first away from the inside. Now Brian York is hurrying up on Might and Power. Always Aloof trying to go with Might and Power. Vitronite tucking in behind them, followed by Moss Downs, Doremus and Delinquent. But Might and Power gets away, coming down past the 50 metres. And to the judge with a round to go. It's Might and Power, a length and a half on Always Aloof. 3 or 4 to Gull Guru. 3 lengths to Vitronite. 2 to Moss Downs. About 3 further back to join tail enders Delinquent on the outside of Doremus. Might and Power in front as they go out of the straight into the crossing near the 1800 metres. Might and Power left alone, about 2.5 lengths clear on Always Aloof. A length away third is Gull Guru. A couple to Vitronite, then Moss Downs. A length and a quarter Delinquent, and a length further back is Doremus. Big cheer for the 4 Clarks of the course on their grey chargers coming down past the winning post. But let's get back to this gallop. And the Mercedes Classic field swings to the back, 1500 to go. And Might and Power, well, Brian York is able to rate the race to suit himself on the hot pot. Might and Power at the 1400. A length and 3/4 on Always Aloof. A similar margin Gull Guru. 8/4 the outside Vitronite. 1 to Moss Down. 3/4 the outside being Delinquent, and 2 lengths to old Doremus. They go down the back in this order, past the halfway at the 1200 metres. And Might and Power shows the way. He's a length and a half on the imported horse Always Aloof. Gull Guru the second pick, another 2 lengths away. Then Vitronite, Moss Downs, Delinquent, and 3 lengths Doremus as they go out of the back and travel down the side, and York in the ear. York is quickening up now on Might and Power, and Might and Power leads about a length and 3/4 on Always Aloof, who's staying in touch with the favourite. 800 to go. 2 lengths to Gull Guru, being revved up by Dive. Vitronite at his girth on the outside. Moss Downs next on the inside of Delinquent, and 3 lengths to Doremus. Might and Power's in full flight, and 550 to go. He's a length on Gull Guru, getting to second. Always Aloof is struggling, followed on the outside Vitronite. Moss Downs the inside, and then Delinquent and Doremus. They're homeward bound in the Mercedes Classic, and Might and Power is more than a length on Gull Guru. Moss Downs into third posse, and 2 lengths Delinquent. But this is the shades of last year with Might and Power in the Caulfield and Melbourne Cups, because he has exploded away. Might and Power 6 lengths Gull Guru, Doremus, but he's back on his pedestal, and deservedly so. Might and Power, he blitzes them in the Mercedes Classic. Might and Power from Gull Guru and Doremus, close for second and third, and then Vitronite, Moss Downs, Delinquent, and Always Aloof was last. Oh, shades of the Melbourne and Caulfield Cups. Back on his pedestal, I'll say, and rightly so. Number 5, Might and Power. He has toyed with them. 170 and 140. What a great horse. Number 6, Gull Guru, second. He's paid 180. And looks to have just cut Doremus out of the second placing. Heady ride by Brian York on Might and Power. 170, 140. Number 6 is second, Gull Guru, and number 1, Doremus in third position. Might and Power, raced by Nick Moratis, by Zabeel from Benediction, a Bear Brown Gelding for Jack Denham, Brian York. Beautiful ride by York. And 22 starts, 8 wins, 7 seconds, 1/3. Today's prize money was $680,000, and that takes him to over $3.1 million in prize money, and a heck of a lot more to come. Gull Guru second, nothing if not game, but found the winner just too superior today. As we all know, he'd missed work leading into the Ranvet. He was dead set a run short, as it turned out. He hung out under pressure when he got tired, about 100 to go. But with that extra power in the last couple of weeks under his belt, he was just a different horse today. And that was the real Might and Power. Geiger count of the Sarah Gull Guru, 3-year-old Chestnut Gelding, Proud Halo. The Dam, Leon McDonald, Shane Dye, and Doremus third. Well, still a kick in the old boy yet, and he's not out of the Sydney Cup, is he? A 7-year-old Chestnut Gelding by Norman Pantaquad from Goldenwoods, Lee Friedman, Greg Hall. Number 7 ran fourth, and that was Vitronite. The winning margin was 5 lengths. Oh, he killed them, didn't he? 5 lengths ahead. 5 lengths ahead. 227.28. 227.28 is only 0.15 outside of Captive Edition's race record, and he's run the last 600 in a blistering 33.83. 33.83. The Quinella 250, the Exacta 350, and the Trifecta $28.50. Thanks, Rod.
Okay, Ian.
Past the post there, number 5, Might and Power, 170, 140. 6, Gold Guru, 170, no third for 1, Doremus. The treble 1, 2 and 5, $20.80. Adelaide, 1 Roman Halo, 6 even 190. 2
It was brilliantly won all the way by number 5, Martin Power, by a mere 5 lengths. Brilliantly ridden by Brian York. Beat 6 Gold Guru and 1 Doremus. The other winners today have been Champagne, Northern Drake, Burning Embers and Arletty. Coming up is Master Raider, Carla Chief, a stablemate of Deep Snip moving in. Waikikamuka has found a new lease of life. He's looking for his hat-trick here this afternoon. But Ceto Stayer will run the firm favourites, drawn in gate 8. And we're set and ready to see them go in the Stevenson's Food Services race number 6 here. Set and ready to race. And off they go. Eskimo Joe from near the inside first away. Western Approach has got out well, and so did Ceto Stayer up looking for the lead. Closely followed by Waikikamuka. Break then to Flinders Street. Over on the rails, Deep Snip on the inside of its stablemate Carla Chief. From over the rising, Master Raider and Absolute as Star Covered. Well, Ceto Stayer keen to go, and at the 1600 metres leads about a length and a half on Flinders Street. Third is Western Approaches. Waikikamuka running fourth, a length further back on the outside. Deep Snip shading Eskimo Joe from Carla Chief over the rising. A couple of lengths to Star Covered and a half length to Master Raider. 1400 out now, and just inside that as they go down the back of the track, and Ceto Stayer's really keen to run for Cooksley. Opens up by about 2 lengths now on Flinders Street. A length to Western Approaches. 1.5 then to Waikikamuka around Eskimo Joe. About a length and a half's gap then to Deep Snip shading over the rising. 2 lengths to Carla Chief. A length to Star Covered and a similar gap to Master Raider. There's no variation as they travel halfway and go out of the back straight. 9.50 to travel, and the heavily supported Ceto Stayer out a length and 3/4. Flinders Street holds second, and the third is Western Approaches, followed on the outside Waikikamuka. Over on the fence next is Eskimo Joe from Deep Snip, then over the rising Carla Chief, Star Covered and Master Raider. Well, there's been very little change from the word go, and down to the 600 they travel, and Ceto Stayer making play about a length and a half on Flinders Street, being pushed along. Waikikamuka third, wider out. On the fence is Western Approaches, 1 Deep Snip, Carla Chief, Eskimo Joe over the rising, Star Covered and Master Raiders last as they swing. Ceto Stayer taken on by Waikikamuka. In third position, Deep Snip starting to look a danger, and over on the rails, Western Approaches who can't get through, and over the rising next from Star Covered, Carla Chief. Here's a go, Ceto Stayer, Waikikamuka, Deep Snip over the rising, Star Covered coming down the outside, over the rising and Star Covered race to the lead together, over the rising, the inside, over the rising, and Nostril Star Covered, I believe, and third Deep Snip from Eskimo Joe, Ceto Stayer, Western Approaches, Carla Chief, followed at the head of the others then by Waikikamuka. He folded up in the last little bit, and the last 2 Master Raider and Flinders Street. Stand by for placings. Number 7, Over the Rising, ridden by Stephen King, showing at 14.30 and 3.90. Star Covered, number 5, $3. Deep Snip, number 3, was $2.40, a breathtaking finish. And as the line has been reached, you'll find that Over the Rising has prevailed narrowly, but nevertheless convincingly. Trained by Vic Thompson for G.L. Stelzer, W. Lunn, B. Davis, D. Urquhart, by Forever Regal from Gaelic Doon, a 7-year-old chestnut gelding, and ridden by Stephen King. Numbers up, 7, 5 and 3. Star Covered second, ridden by Rod Quinn, trained by Rob Johnson, by Covetous from Matilda's Waltz, a 4-year-old chestnut gelding, and the third going to number 3, Deep Snip, who's by Snippets from Deep Shower Bay Gelding, 6, Anthony Cummings, Justin Sheehan. Fourth was number 10, Eskimo Joe.
On Super Tab, number 7, Over the Rising, 13.90, 3.40. 5 Star Covered, 3.10, and 3 Deep Snip, 2.60. Post Brisbane Race 5, winner 6, Buckridge, 9.70 to win, 2.50 the place. 5 second Real Say, $2.40. 4 third Brigadier Forever, $1.50. Quinella, $63.40. Trifecta, $505.60, scratching 7, 8 and 10, race 5, Brisbane.
If you remember a bit at the end, and, well, Deep Snip had his chance. A long header half with the margins, a long header half in a thriller to race 6 here at Rose Hill, as Rodney updates the...
Race 5 from Cheltenham, number 1, Belmahar, 9.63.40. 2 Shandon Sub in the treble, 3.91.60. 3 Nick Matt, 4.81. Check the market again for you. 1 Laurie's Lottery, 5.42.50 now favourite. 2 Paris Dream, 13.30 and 4.20. 3 Coup de Gras at 11.43.30. 4 Glacier, 16 and 5. 5 Prowl, 9.63.40. 6 Speed Week, 29 and 7. 7 Splendid Horse, 18 and 5. 8 Shov Hog, 12.30, 4.30. 9 Medals, 166 and 30. 10 Minimal, 73 and 14. 11 Mignana, 662.40. 12 Danelaw, 652.